going on, everybody? So today we're going to be talking about Cronos because Cronos is severely underpriced right now. Very underpriced. A lot of people, they're really looking past Cronos because they're looking at Solana, they're looking at Ethereum because the Ethereum ETF, but they're not paying attention to Cronos. You got to remember, Cronos is literally, it has one of the biggest exchanges tied to its name. So the fact that it has one of the biggest exchanges tied to it shows that it's severely underpriced, undervalued. We're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Let's get straight to it. Now, first things first, I want to show you prices right now. We're at 9 cents right now. So 0.09. That is, it's very low, fairly low, 0.092 if you really want to say. But yeah, it's pretty low. We're only down 1% for the last 24 hours, last 7 days, down 2.5%, last 14 days, up 7.2%, last 30 days, only up 0.2%, which is another reason why it's undervalued. Like, not a lot of people are really buying much right now. And you can even see in the last year, only up 52%. So the fact we're only up 52% in the last year, whereas everything else in the last year is up insanely large amounts in the last year. Like, if you just look at Bitcoin alone, it's up 119% in the last year. So the fact that literally everything is up so much in the last year, like look at Solana, up 600% inside of the last year. But then you look at Cronos is only up 52% in the last year. And then you also got to look at things that also haven't had a good run in the last year, like Dogecoin has not had a good run in the last year, but it's still up 81% as opposed to Cronos's little 52%. So it's severely undervalued, underpriced. And when you look at the 24-hour trading volume, you can see it's only $7.6 million. Like, that is very, very, very low. If you actually look back here when when Cronos was pumping, $43.7 million inside of trading volume. So that's pretty big. That's a lot of money in trading volume compared to our little 7 million that we have right now. If you look back here, it was still pumping. It had 145 million in trading volume back in November 11th, 2023. And the one over here, when it was all the way up at 43 million and it had a 61 million right there, that was March 10th. So we're seeing like there's not a lot of volume going on right now at the current moment in Cronos. But the second that volume starts ramping up, it'll be way better. If you look back here, 2021, that's when Cronos had its big run because crypto.com was going crazy. They were getting on arenas. They were all over the place. Everything was just going crazy during 2021. But 2.1 billion just in 24-hour volume. 2.1 billion in 24-hour volume. That is huge. But right now we only have 7.6 million in 24 hours. So that shows we are severely underpriced. When everything starts to ramp up, Cronos is going to be one of those that it's just going to shock everybody. You're going to see a lot of money flowing through Cronos. Like, just look at this chart. Imagine getting to $1 inside of Cronos. $1 in Cronos would only be 26.8 billion market cap, which is definitely possible. We've already gotten very close to that before. If you look at it, the top price for Cronos was 96 cents. So we essentially got up there. We're at like 25 billion in market cap. So I know we can get back to the 26 billion once we see Bitcoin ramping up, getting all the way close to like 100K Bitcoin. That's probably when we'll start to see Cronos, moving a little bit more. But yeah, like I think Cronos can do $1. If a Cronos does $1, like anybody who gets in now, you're literally 10xing your money. Like, I'm not saying to buy it because, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But what I am saying is that I'm buying. That's all I'm saying. So personally, I've bought some more Cronos. I'm going to keep buying Cronos because if you only buy just a little bit of Cronos right now, like you can literally get 1,000 Cronos for less than $100. And with that 1,000 Cronos, it goes to $1. You're at like $1,000 off like less than 100. Or if you get 10,000 Cronos because you spend like 1,000, like then you see like what this can do. Like, this is huge. A lot of money is flowing through here. So let's just do some more math here. Like 10,000 Cronos. Actually, no, not $10,000 because I know a lot of people don't have $10,000 to just throw inside Cronos. But let's just say you had $1,000 to throw in Cronos. I think everyone can, not everyone, but some people can scrape it up. But 10.8K, right? It gets to $1, you're at 10.8K off that. And the reason why this is so important is because you can realize your profits, take those gains, take that 10.8K, and find something else that's severely undervalued and then you would take your 10.8K and then run it up there. So that's essentially what you could be doing there, and it's a very good strategy. That's why that's pretty much my strategy right now with Cronos. But hey, let's start doing some technical analysis here because Cronos, we know it's undervalued. We know the 24-hour trading volume is just so small right now. But let's kind of look at some technicals here. So first things first, we bounced off our little support down here at the Fibonacci retracement of 0.075. And we can kind of look back to where that happened. That was around the July 4th time period. So if you look back here around July 4th, you can see that's where we bounced down. Over there, we bottomed out pretty much. And that was a very important line because that's actually where our discount line is for our automated trading indicators with Chart Prime. That is where our discount zone is. That's discounted prices. Anytime we hit this price zone from January 2024 on is a highly discounted price. So that's why you see as soon as we hit it both times inside of January, we immediately had a pump because that was a discount zone. And then another zone you want to pay attention to is the equilibrium zone. This is the zone when we get there, we just kind of trade sideways for a little bit and we decide whether or not we're going to crash and dump or go up and pump. All right. And obviously, what happened in this scenario, we went down and dumped. Not dumped a lot, but by 12 cents down to like 7 cents. But it wasn't that bad. So if we can get back up to this equilibrium price, back up here around 12 cents, we can trade sideways for a little bit and then we can continue to go up. Now there's a broadening wedge pretty much forming up here. And what the broadening wedge is showing us, and that is this line up here. Let's kind of take some of this stuff off. So I'm going to go ahead and get the momentum wave bands and bring that back in. And we can go ahead and take off our Fibonacci retracement just to kind of neaten things up here. So what I'm really looking at here, and actually let's take off the momentum wave bands too, just for a second. But yeah, what we're really looking at here with the broadening wedge, we've already bounced off the support there. So look, we hit the top of the broadening wedge, we go back down, we bounce off the support, and then we go back up. We hit the top, we go back down, bounce off the support. Now what happens? Now the major pump comes in, and that major pump is going all the way up to 25 cents. That is where our predictive range is right here for our automated trading indicators with Chart Prime. Link in the description, by the way, if you want to use that. Use the 7-day money back guaranteed. CP 30 for the discount code for 30%. Try it risk free, 7 days, money back guaranteed. Best trading indicators on the game. Anyways, what you see here with the predictive ranges at 25 cents is pretty much going to meet us right here with our broadening wedge. It's going to end up being right there. 25 cents is going to be our resistance that we're going for. We're going all the way up to 25 cents and beyond, but 25 cents is just that level that we're looking to get to soon. So once we break out at this Fibonacci retracement level here, and also as you can see, we got this trend line going down here. So let's go ahead and bring this up. So we have our channels, we have our wrap, we have our triangles, and our broadening wedges. What we're seeing right here is our channel that we're going through, and we're actually at the top of that channel now, and we're ready to break out of this channel here. So since we're ready to break out of this channel, we can easily get back up to our 12 cents areas like I was talking about before, because that's the equilibrium price. And then once we go up a little bit more, you're going to see we have a premium price range here. And our premium price range is pretty much where Cronos is quote unquote expensive. And after it gets there, it's probably going to break out a little bit out of there and hit that 25 cent level. But then it's going to be quote unquote expensive at 25 cents, for which you'll probably end up seeing it pull back just a little bit back down to 17 cents. And then this will be our new equilibrium level. So what I mean by the equilibrium levels, this will be the level where we trade at with no problems. We just trade sideways at that level with no problems. Kind of like how 9 cents is like the level where it's like having no problems trading. It's not going below 9 cents, because you can see we hit the support here, had a very strong support line, did it again, very strong support. Now, if we do it again, it might not be as strong, but everything else in the market is going up. So I highly doubt that Cronos is going below 9 cents. I highly doubt it because everything in the market's going off. If Bitcoin starts crashing again down to 50K, then yeah, you will probably see it go below 8 cents. But if that doesn't happen, then we should be good. And I think Bitcoin is making a statement here. Our highs are becoming a little bit lower here with Bitcoin. As you can see there, our highs are getting lower and lower every time, but our lows are somehow also getting a little bit higher. You can see from here to there, not that one, but well, that one is higher, but then this low is kind of getting a little bit lower. So we have a really interesting point right now with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin continues to be successful and we see the Ethereum ETF also driving up prices for all of crypto, then we're probably going to end up seeing Cronos benefiting from that and getting up to 25 cents. So, like I said, Cronos is severely underpriced, very, very cheap. Also, I want to show you like Cronos, they've been building the whole time. Like they haven't stopped building. They've been building every single day. And they've really been focused on their ZK EVMs. So this is huge because like the other stuff, the other chains doing their ZK rollups, like this is huge. Zero knowledge development. This is where everything's going, and Kronos is like at the forefront of this. But anyways, Kronos chain, number one aggregator DEX on Kronos chain is Wolf Swap, and this is another one that's just been going off too. So a lot of people are building on Kronos because it's very easy, especially with their ZK EVMs. Also, Fulcrum has been building as well. But look, we have a lot of different projects building up on here, a lot of different DeFi spaces on the Kronos chain. Everything everything that you can think of under the book is working on Kronos, and they're really focused on that ZK EVM. So they're really focused on it. And look, there's no way that Kronos does not become one of the top chains, because obviously we're pretty low on the spectrum here, because we had our peak in 2021, right? But then it pulled back and now it's been down since then. But we can get back up to where we are a top 20 project, a top 10 project. Remember, Kronos at one point was worth 26 billion or 25 billion in market cap, somewhere around there, right? If you think about it, it was technically a top 10 coin at some point in time. It was a top 10 coin at some point in time. But now we're ranked 42. It could easily get back up there. It has a whole exchange tied to it, which is one of the largest exchanges in the world. So the fact that Kronos is tied to that, and just all of the development they've been doing on their chain as well, like this is going to be very big. They've never stopped developing. They just keep going and they update their community all day long. So something big is gonna come for Kronos eventually. Some type of big price hike inside of Kronos. We just gotta wait for that. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Do your own research. And if you want these automated trading indicators, definitely check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. 7-day money back guaranteed. Best trading indicators in the industry. So go ahead and check that out. Use the discount code CP30 for 30% off. And yeah, very, very, very good. I use it all the time. Anyways, hit the like button and subscribe and all that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with another video.